On the day I was going through my first divorce, I remember I was walking on the road and I was walking alongside a friend of mine at the time. And it just, I got a message and it alerted me of, the fact that, the divorce had gone through. And I immediately stopped by the roadside and I went and said that to Shukr, which was a sajda, a prostration of gratitude. It was me saying, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin, all praises to God for relieving me from that marriage, knowing that it was not working for both of us. Now, upon that happening, I then started to reflect on some of the challenges that I had experienced. One in particular, in that particular marriage, I had experienced multiple miscarriages, subhanAllah. And at that point, I started to ask myself, is this what God had in plan for me? Is this why I went through this? And it made me increase in gratitude. Why do I share this? A lot of the time I get asked the question. It's a recurrent question. No matter what part of my story I share, one question I tend to get asked is, Aisha, how did you do it? And I often say faith. But today I want to share with you 3 ways in which faith has helped me push through the storms of my life and worked as anchors for me. The first thing is that I recognize the fact that just like upon my divorce, finding out that, the miscarriages I had was ni'mah indirectly, I realized that there is a purpose for every single thing that Allah decrees for us. And that through every pain, through every anguish, through every challenge, that He is growing something good inside of us if we just give it an opportunity. He says, وَعَسَىٰ أَن تَكْرَهُ شَيْئًا وَهُوَ خَيْرٌ لَكُمْ وَعَسَىٰ أَن تُحِبُّوا شَيْئًا وَهُوَ شَرٌ لَكُمْ. Sometimes we hate some things and in it is a lot of good for us. And sometimes we love some things and in it is a lot of evil for us. And Allah knows best. And so always trust that there is a purpose for every pain that Allah puts you through. He would not just put us through the pain except that there is a good at the end of it. Just like childbirth. We go through the pain of childbirth, but then there's always good at the end of the tunnel. The second thing that I tell myself when I'm going through these challenges is that I remember that prayer always solves it. And so I lean into prayer. Pray like your life depends on it, because it does. Praying through the storm always gets me through. Those ugly, messy tears, just being in front of my Lord and asking and trusting and knowing that He would give me. And the last is surrendering to the will of Allah. If I have done everything in my power, I have made dua, and it still happens, I go to Him crying and saying, Ya Allah, I did everything I could. I am submitting to your will because I know that your will is best for me. Submitting. And in our submission is humility. And in our humility is a rising. Because Allah is the one who honors, and He would honor us for every time we give ourselves the grace of submission. I hope this helps. If you're going through something or you know someone going through something, share this video with them. It's your girl, Dr. Aisha, signing out. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
You get it? Okay. If you don't get it, forget about it.